gerade den Bioware-Screen gesehen. Es gibt ja immer Probleme, dass aus irgendeinem Grund Mass Effect nicht wirklich als Datei erkennen will. Da muss ich das als Auto ausführen. Naja. Solange es funktioniert. Early Access. Ja, ist schon klar. Wo habe ich jetzt mein... Ah! Endlich der schöne Screen. Die Musik, die einen immer verfolgen wird und die man nie vergessen wird. So, genau, jetzt haben wir es hier. Resume. Ja, da stehen wir. Ja, aber gut, das ist leider nicht der Kampfscreen, da kann ich jetzt schlecht wo er kommt. Aber gut, ich packe mir einfach mal unten drin. Sollte da, denke ich, der Nerven zumindest. Ah, stimmt, Dialogoption. Okay, ich packe ihn. Ein Goal, das ich immer sehr gerne erreichen würde, möchte ich anfangen. Also, falls irgendjemand jemanden kennt oder selbst kein Follower ist, einfach aufklicken. So. Okay, erstmal kurz zum was zuletzt war. Ja. Wir haben die Anfangsmission gespielt. War auf dem Prime, einer menschlichen Kolonie. Waren ein Vektor, so eine Art Spezialeinheit. Sehr Spezialeinheit außerhalb des Gesetzes. Direkt dem Galaktischen Rat da unterstehend. Ja, das Vektor war auch eine Mission, von der wir bis dato noch wussten, um ein Artefakt zu finden. Dann sind wir gelandet. Das Vektor ist schon mal vorausgegangen. Hat dabei einen seiner Kollegen getroffen. Und dieser Kollege hat ihm dann freundlicherweise mal ebenso den Hinterkopf mit einer Pistole massiert. Und wollte das Artefakt dann für sich. Ja. Als wir es dann ihm gefunden haben, wurden wir davon getroffen und haben eine Art Vision oder so erhalten, die uns erstmal ins Koma geschickt hat. Und jetzt sind wir hier auf der Krankenstation auf dem Schiff der Normandy. Übrigens möchte ich anmerken, bei Mass Effect eines der geilsten Schiffdesigns überhaupt. Also insgesamt jetzt nicht nur Normandy, sondern auch eigentlich fast alle Schiffe, die es gibt. So, das ist jetzt auf jeden Fall die Krankenstation. Wir hatten zuletzt, glaube ich, noch eine Unterhaltung mit dem netten Herrn Erst, dem Vorgesetzten. Dass wir, glaube ich, auch noch irgendwelche politischen Diskussionen dann auch führen dürfen. Was das ist.
Hey, Commander.
Genau, das ist auch noch Ashley Williams, die haben wir auf Eden Prime aufgegabelt. Ob man die noch woanders aufgabeln kann, dazu will ich nicht so viel verraten, aber okay, ja, kann man. Spoiler-Alarm, schon klar. Gut, was hat sie uns denn noch so mitzuteilen?
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Ach ja, Jenkins, das war so ein Soldat, der auch noch keine großartige Erfahrung vorher auf dem Schlachtfeld hatte. Und mit dem wir dann runtergeflogen sind halt und enthusiastisch wie er von vornherein war, ist er natürlich erstmal voll ins Feuer gerannt. Ohne nachzudenken, ohne über Deckung nachzudenken, aber naja. Deshalb bin ich gerade am Überlegen, ob man mit ihm wirklich Mitleid haben sollte. Aber wir wollen ja einen etwas besseren Shepard spielen, also auch freundlich in der Hinsicht.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
Das verstehe ich jetzt gerade nicht. Deshalb nicht. Ja. Okay, ich kann beides anklicken.
When your number comes up, it's over. He's dead.
Do you really believe that, Commander? After what happened to you on Akuz? Are you saying you only survived because of random chance?
Und zur Aufklärung Akkus. Am Anfang im Character Screen konnte man auswählen, welche Vorgeschichte Shepard hat, und wir haben als Vorgeschichte jetzt, dass er ein einziger Überlebender ist aus einer Mission und das war halt auf dem Planeten Akkus und deshalb wird das häufiger mal referenziert, weil wir das nie gesehen haben im Spiel.
I survived because I refused to die.
With respect, sir, I think you had somebody watching over you.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
Ich glaube, wenn man jetzt dann relativ freundlich mit dir ist, dann hat man später die Romance-Option. Aber, so viel sage ich schon mal voraus, mit der will man keine Romance-Option haben, deshalb.
Everyone on this ship has to do his or her part, Williams. Remember that.
Understood, sir.
So. Gut, die Sache ist geregelt. Jetzt gehen wir nochmal zu Chakwas rüber.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
Two?
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants.
Mhm.
Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
Das heißt also, er fliegt irgendwann randomly.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Shepards Standardspruch, gut. Wen haben wir jetzt hier noch? Okay. Der gerade noch auf der Brücke eigentlich war. Ja, man braucht Joker jetzt keinen Assistenten mehr. Gut.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Mhm. Sehr gesprächig. Na, kann ich mit euch denn noch ein bisschen lauschen? Nein, nicht. Schade. Ja, also irgendwie, das Ding ist, je weiter man in die Zukunft reist, desto schlechter scheinen die Beleuchtungsmöglichkeiten zu werden, weil man sich nicht umguckt. Das ist schon ziemlich düstere Nacht. Oh. Was ich denn hier für tolle Sachen dran? Ach ja, genau. Oh Gott, jetzt müsste ich die jetzt erstmal vergleichen können, ey. Ach komm, egal. Da kann ich jetzt hier nicht. Okay. Was war das jetzt? Also warum konnte ich da jetzt nicht rausgehen? Der arme Erst wird aber auch in der Dunkelkammer beim Fotoentwickeln gehalten. Ist natürlich schön, dazu ein paar Chemikalien gesetzt. Rotes Licht an. Fotos zu entwickeln im Jahre 2100. Elevator Music könnte ich mir jetzt eigentlich gönnen. Also an sich ist die Normandy kein super großes Schiff, aber es ist doch immer wieder interessant, wie viel man doch tatsächlich 3-4 Etagen im Ding hat. Talk to the rich people. Okay.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Haben wir hier jemanden, der auf einem militärischen Schiff, der selbst beim Militär arbeitet, der gerade offen zugibt, dass er ein bisschen unterm Tisch handelt? Nett.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Schafft er das bitte auf dem Schiff, das gerade die ganze Zeit unterwegs ist, scheinbar die Sachen noch groß zu haben? Was?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Was macht denn so alles? Reliable, efficient, Earth-based tank carrier has become a major supplier. Achso, das ist jetzt nur zu dem. Steht jetzt ehrlich gesagt wenig dazu, was da jetzt ist. Die Namen sagen mir alle noch irgendwas, aber ich kann nicht wirklich sagen, was es war. Medigel Upgrade, das klingt doch mal ganz gut. Maximum Units Geld bei 1. Kostet 200? Okay, auf Beiklick bringt nichts, aber Doppelklick darauf. Scorpion, kostet zu viel, das kostet alles zu viel, sehe ich gerade. Ich könnte nur ein paar mehr Granaten mitschleppen. Aber die schmeiße ich ja eh noch random in der Gegend rum. Wenn man letztes Mal zugesehen hat, weiß wovon nicht. Weil irgendjemand auf die Idee kam, die auf R zu setzen als direkter Wurf und ich bin auf R immer noch auf Nachladen. Reload. Run Grenade oder. Egal. Nur auf Compare klicke. Ich habe aktuell Adventure 1. Komm. So. Der Mako. Schönes Ding. Wir haben jetzt links Kodex-Einträge bekommen. Die kriegt man bei sowas natürlich immer. Kodex ist halt, ja. Kodex kennt man ja aus Games. Und.
Roughly 1200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
Also der Kroganer. Und wie erwähnt, First Contact War. Bald als die Menschen das erste Mal ein Mass Relay benutzt haben, also diese etwas größeren, nennen wir sie doch mal Stargates für Schiffe, und sind dann halt irgendwann an dem Relay Nummer 314 rausgekommen, wo sie auf die Trojaner gestoßen sind, und ich glaube, das erste Aufeinandertreffen zu den beiden war nicht ganz so geil. Also, ne? Es ist interessant, dass von den anderen Rassen hier noch geht, obwohl die schon erwähnt wurden. Und zu denen kommen wir dann wohl.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the only spacefaring species in the galaxy. They vanished in a swift galactic extinction. Only the legacy of their empire remains. They are believed to have built the mass relays and the Citadel, which have allowed numerous species to explore and expand throughout the galaxy. Prothean ruins are found on worlds across the galaxy. While surprisingly intact for their age, functioning examples of Prothean paleotechnology are rare. Time and generations of looters have picked their dead cities and derelict stations clean. Some believe the Protheans meddled in the evolution of younger races. The Hanar homeworld of Kaje, for example, shows clear evidence of former Prothean occupation. The presence of a former Prothean observation post on Mars has caused a rebirth of interventionary evolutionists among humans. These individuals believe the god myths of ancient civilizations are misremembered encounters with aliens.
Ja, das ist häufig so eine Theorie. Ja, also die Proteaner. Ja, man erfährt jetzt eigentlich im ersten Teil allgemein noch nicht allzu viel über die. Also wird halt vermutet, dass die ganzen Mass Relays, die und die Citadel, das quasi die Hauptstadt der ganzen Galaxie ist. Die kommen ja auch gleich sogar noch. Und noch ein paar andere Sachen, und ja, dadurch, dass halt Ruinen davon auf einer Mars gefunden wurden, wahrscheinlich von SpaceX angefordert, ja, wurden halt Dinge da gefunden, die dazu geführt haben, dass er so weit reisen konnte. Genau, Council Races und Non-Council Races. Nochmal dazu Erklärung. Die Council Races sind welche, die es gibt halt das Council, das obere Regierung der Galaxie, und darin sind drei großen Rassen sozusagen vertreten, die nach Wissen, Technologien, bla bla bla, halt insgesamt fortschrittlichsten sind. Das sind die Asari, lernen wir noch kennen. Kroganer, wovon hier unsere beiden Spectre-Kollegen waren. Und die Salarianer, lustige Echsenmenschen, die eher sozusagen die Wissenschaftler sind, während die Asari mehr Richtung Archäologie tendieren. Die Sachen dann von den Proteanern wieder gucken. Und die Turianer sind dann sozusagen eher das Kriegsvolk. Und ja, Menschen versuchen dann natürlich auch reinzukommen. Ja, nicht. Da geht's halt die.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race. Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems.
sind halt bisher die einzigen Non-Council Races, mit denen wir Kontakt hatten. Nicht allzu freundlichen Kontakt. Und es handelt sich dabei halt einfach um Maschinenspezies, die erschaffen wurden und dann wohl ein wenig zu intelligent geworden sind.
After the Geths secure a location, they round up and impale dead and living bodies on mechanical spikes. The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals, and replacing them with cybernetics. The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into mindless killing machines. Some Alliance soldiers refer to the husk-generating spikes as dragon's teeth, a reference to the mythological berserkers who sprang up from the earth wherever the teeth of the dragon Erst were planted. Dragon's teeth and husks bear little resemblance to other pieces of Geth technology. No one is sure why a synthetic race would bother to drain the minuscule amount of recoverable resources from organic corpses, though the value of reusing them as shock troops is obvious.
Hat die auch schon auf dem Schlachtfeld gesehen. Hatten insgesamt am ehesten wahrscheinlich was von.
The Citadel is an ancient deep space station, presumably constructed by the Protheans. Since the Prothean extinction, numerous species have come to call the Citadel home. It serves as the political, cultural, and financial capital of the galactic community. To represent their interests, most species maintain embassies on the Presidium, the Citadel's inner ring. The Citadel Tower in the center of the Presidium holds the Citadel Council chambers. Council affairs often have far-reaching effects on the rest of the galactic community. 5 arms, known as the wards, extend from the Presidium. Their inner surfaces have been built into cities, populated by millions of inhabitants from across the galaxy. The Citadel is virtually indestructible. If attacked, the station can close its arms to form a solid, impregnable shell. For as long as the station has existed, an enigmatic race called the Keepers has maintained it.
Auch sehr cooles Design auf einfach die Station neben auch hier. Oder dass die sich auch schlinken kann. Also diese Arme sind tatsächlich wirklich und ja. Wir werden die Citadel auch noch besuchen und allgemein relativ häufig damit Kontakt haben, auch mit den anderen Teilen.
Spectres are agents from the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance, and answer only to the Citadel Council. They are elite military operatives, granted the authority to deal with threats to peace and stability in whatever way they deem necessary. They operate independently or in groups of 2 or 3. Some are empathetic peacekeepers, resolving disputes through diplomacy. Others are cold-blooded assassins, ruthlessly dispatching problem individuals. All get the job done one way or another, often operating outside the bounds of galactic law. The Spectres were founded after the Solarians joined the Council. For many years they operated in secrecy as backroom problem solvers. Only after the Krogan rebellions did their activities become publicized. Assignment of a Spectre is less contentious than a military deployment, but makes it clear that the Council is concerned about a situation.
Was haben wir sonst noch? Die Alliance.
Humanity's first contact with an alien race occurred in 2157. At that time, the Alliance allowed survey fleets to activate any dormant mass relays discovered, a practice considered dangerous and irresponsible by Council-aligned races. When a Turian patrol discovered a human fleet attempting to activate a relay, they attacked. One human vessel survived, retreating to the colony of Shanxi. The Turians followed, quickly defeating the local forces. Shanxi was occupied, the first and to date only human world to be conquered by an alien species. The Turians believed the handful of ships they defeated represented the bulk of human defenses, so they were unprepared when the Second Fleet, under Admiral Castany Drescher, launched a strong counteroffensive, evicting them from Shanxi. The Turians mobilized for full-scale war, drawing the attention of the rest of the galaxy. The Council quickly intervened, forcing a truce. Fortunately for humanity, the First Contact War was ended with a diplomatic solution.
Ja, das ist halt, wo die Menschen dann auch erstmals mit den allgemeinen Spezies hier in Kontakt gekommen sind.
The Systems Alliance is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of all extrasolar colonies and stations. The Alliance grew out of the various national space programs as a matter of practicality. Sol's planets had been explored and exploited through piecemeal national efforts. The expense of colonizing entire new solar systems could not be met by any one country. With humans knowing that alien contact was inevitable, there was enough political will to jointly fund an international effort. Still, the Alliance was often disregarded by those on Earth until the First Contact War. While the national governments dithered and bickered over who should lead the effort to liberate Shanxi, the Alliance fleet struck decisively. Post-war public approval gave the Alliance the credibility to establish its own parliament and become the galactic face of humanity. The Terminus systems are located on the far side of the Attican Traverse, beyond the space administered by the Citadel Council or claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. It is populated by a loose affiliation of minor species, united only in their refusal to acknowledge the political authority of the Council or adhere to the Citadel Conventions. Their independence comes at a price. The Terminus is fraught with conflict. War among the various species is common, as governments and dictators constantly rise and fall. The region is a haven for illegal activities, particularly piracy and the slave trade. At least once a year, a fleet from the Terminus invades the nearby Attican Traverse. These attacks are typically small raids against poorly defended colonies. The Council rarely retaliates, as sending patrols into the Terminus systems could unify the disparate species against their common foe, triggering a long and costly war.
Also wer Star Wars kennt, sieht ja richtige Motto. Einfach worauf kein Einfluss von der eigentlichen Region der Galaxie besteht und wo die ganze illegale Scheiße abspielt.
The Mako infantry fighting vehicle was designed for the System Alliance's frigates. Though the interior is cramped, an M35 is small enough to be carried in the cargo bay and easily deployed on virtually any world. With its turreted 155mm mass accelerator and coaxially mounted machine gun, the Mako can provide a fire team with weapon support as well as mobility. Since Alliance Marines may be required to fight on any world, the Mako is environmentally sealed and equipped with microthrusters for use on low-gravity planetoids. The Mako is powered by a sealed hydrogen-oxygen fuel cell and includes a small Element Zero core. While not large enough to nullify the vehicle's mass, the core can reduce it enough to be safely airdropped. When used in conjunction with thrusters, it also allows the Mako to extricate itself from difficult terrain.
Ja, den werden wir auch noch.
Biotics is the ability of rare individuals to manipulate dark energy and create mass effect fields through the use of electrical impulses from the brain. Intense training and surgically implanted amplifiers are necessary for a biotic to produce mass effect fields powerful enough for practical use. The relative strength of biotic abilities varies greatly among species and with each individual. There are 3 branches of biotics. Telekinesis uses mass-lowering fields to levitate or impel objects. Mass-raising kinetic fields are used to block or pin objects. Spatial distortion uses rapidly shifting mass fields to shred objects. Most organic species are capable of developing biotic abilities, though there are risks involved. Biotics are the result of an in utero exposure to Element Zero. This usually causes fatal cancers in the victim, but in rare cases, it coalesces into nodules within the fetus's developing nervous system. Omni-tools are handheld devices that combine a computer microframe, sensor analysis pack, and manufacturing fabricator. Versatile and reliable, an Omni-tool can be used to analyze and adjust the functionality of most standard equipment, including weapons and armor, from a distance. The fabrication module can rapidly assemble small, three-dimensional objects from common, reusable industrial plastics, ceramics, and light alloys. This allows for field repairs and modifications to most standard items, as well as the reuse of salvaged equipment. Omni-tools are standard issue for soldiers and first-in colonists.
Gut. Scheinbar kann ich Secondary noch gar nicht. Okay. Ach Gott, aber...
Combat hard suits use a dual-layer system to protect the wearer. The inner layer consists of fabric armor with kinetic padding. Kinetic barriers, more commonly called shields, provide protection against most mass accelerator weapons. Whether on a starship or a soldier's suit of armor, the basic principle...
Genug von dem Wissenskram, jetzt geht's wieder ernst. Wie war es sonst? Und... Scroll. Aber jetzt für die anderen, ne? Das... Oh. Kann ich... Achso, okay, das ist locker. Erst locker. Interessant. Gerade erst aufs Schiff gekommen und hat schon ihren eigenen Locker bekommen. Okay, aber ist es jetzt eigentlich... War da unten noch was? Wird da dürfte zur Maschinenraum gehen. Genau. Aber übrigens auch das viel namensgebende Masseneffektfeld, also Mass Effect. Kodex reinbekommen. College.
Biotics is the element zero can increase or decrease the mass of a volume of space-time when subjected to an electrical current. With a positive current, mass is increased. With a negative current, mass is decreased. The stronger the current, the greater the magnitude of the dark energy mass effect. In space, low-mass fields allow FTL travel and inexpensive surface-to-orbit transit. High-mass fields create artificial gravity and push space debris away from vessels. In manufacturing, low-mass fields permit the creation of evenly blended alloys, while high-mass compaction creates dense, sturdy construction materials. The military makes extensive use of mobility-enhancing technologies, with Mass Effect utilizing fighting vehicles standard frontline issue in most military forces. Mass Effect fields are also essential in the creation of kinetic barriers or shields to protect against enemy fire.
Genau, also im Prinzip, dass Sachen hier fliegen können, dass man überhaupt die Geschwindigkeit etwas reisen kann und ist nur dieser Mass Effect. Gehen wir den hier.
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
Ihr heult alle noch dem ollen Jenkins hinterher. Dabei war er doch selbst schuld, aber das darf ich natürlich wieder nicht machen. Dann aber wieder hoch und gehe jetzt in den Hauptflug.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the
Komm mal, wahrscheinlich. Wenn wir jetzt unsere Map, dann werden wir jetzt reisen. Aber wir sind ja noch im Erkundungsmodus, also erkunden wir noch ein bisschen. Navi-Menü. Ah. Der kommt mit mir. Locker wäre doch bestimmt noch was.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Übrigens gesprochen von Citadel. Jetzt endlich in der Citadel.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Seren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Seren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Seren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
The truth I've learned, he's dangerous, doesn't he?
Seren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Seren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
That's why we all hate politicians.
Big place.
Well, they've built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned in it.
Beim künstlichen. Ja, genau, funktioniert. Weiß ich nicht, ob es das einfach nur ein Hologramm ist oder ob da wirklich. Den kann man lassen. Ja, hier war ein netter Fluss, also das ist wirklich. Hier lässt sich leben. Wenn man bedenkt, dass das auf einer Raumstation ist. Bitte. Oh, jetzt können wir wieder Hacker spielen. Geil. Ach, fuck. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argus Row cluster. Okay, keine Ahnung, was das ist. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. We want to send a Recon Team. Schon wer dieses Recon Team sein wird.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Ich wollte jetzt eigentlich gerade sagen, das ist übrigens eine Asari, aber nein, das ist eine AI, das sieht aus. Die eine Council, die ich gerade war, aber okay.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
What does that mean?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Executor Palin, ernsthaft? Das dürfte doch vor den US-Wahlen gewesen sein. Hoffe ich.
Do you know anything about Spectres?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is hand-picked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
Oder auch einfach, es ist dir nicht erlaubt, sie zu töten, also schickt mir jemand anders, sie zu töten. Dem wird die Erlaubnis geben. Oder so.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
Auch gut. Ja, wir haben jetzt für den Frieden gesorgt, aber gleichzeitig, während sie schon dort eine Spezies waren, sehen eine andere intelligente Menschen und denken sich einfach, hey, die greifen wir doch jetzt einfach mal random an, statt mit denen wirklich zu reden.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Genauso würde ich mir eine AI zwischen Gebäude vorstellen. Ist doch sicherlich nicht alles perfekt. Aber meine Programmierung lässt nicht zu, diese Sachen beschreiben zu können. Ja, gut. Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina.
Goodbye.
Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Goodbye, Avina. Also, das sind jetzt die Pfeile, denen ich folgen soll. Okay. Gehe ich vielleicht doch erstmal noch oben in den einen Raum rein. Ich muss dringend zu den Shepard an Rüstung zu gehen. Das ist einfach nur. Das ist einfach. Kann man nicht ernst nehmen. Hier haben wir jetzt die ersten Nicht-Council-Spezies, die uns nicht so verhalten wollen. Ich glaube nicht, dass die imstande sind, irgendwas rash zu erledigen.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus Ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, Earth Clan?
Sehr interessanter Fakt nochmal am Rande. Ich auch wieder sehr geil bei den Spielen gemacht finde, ist, dass es zumindest 2 Spezies gibt, die in Anzügen rumlaufen. Einfach weil die Bedingungen, auf die halt den meisten Spezies scheinbar gefallen, Menschen hier auf der Citadel, was Gravitation, Atmosphäre, bla 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 angeht, den nicht unbedingt passt und deshalb Anzug entweder zum Ausgleich. Sehr schöne Geschichte.
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
Netter Wink mit Brautfaden.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, Earth Clan.
Oh, boring. Das klingt gut. Das hören wir uns an.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Salarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Ja, das sind jetzt die Banker und könnte man... Nein, ich werde dieses Terrain nicht betreten. Deshalb gehen wir einfach.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Din. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The Earth Clan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Kein Kommentar.
Why aren't the Volus or Elcor part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the Earth Clans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
Ist aber jemand heute drauf.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Weiß, was ja heißt, Kollege. Pass mal auf, ich habe hier 3 Waffen auf dem Rücken und dann zeig dir mal, was ja heißt. Ha? Okay. Dann lass mal in Ruhe und...
Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Und hält die Klappe.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm.
Oh God.
I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. Though we are always welcoming to outsiders, our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the
Ja,
Citadel.
man sieht schon, wer ein bisschen mürrischer drauf ist von der Art her und wer eigentlich, wenn man denn freundlich ist, nur vielleicht ein bisschen lahmarschig. Kann man hier noch. Da können wir uns übrigens mal so ein Elko mal ganz ansehen. Ja, Elefantengorillas.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
Den hier kann man wiederum nicht sprechen. Das sind die Spezies, von der die Rede war, dass sie die letzte Schuss halten. Ja. Was sie sind, woher sie sind, das wird, glaube ich, nie wirklich aufgeklärt. Es gibt allerdings ein paar Theorien. Wird allerdings auch erst am Ende von Mass Effect 3 wirklich komplett sind.
This place is a little too perfect. Like they're hiding something.
Ja.
Sure is peaceful here.
Ash, ich weiß, dass du nicht sonderlich viel Vertrauen in alles hegst. Du solltest dich mal mit dem Volus zusammentun. Ich glaube, in vielerlei Hinsicht würde ich dir doch eure Ansicht meinen. Okay, dann gehen wir jetzt mal zu den Shuttles. Ich glaube, mit dem kam ich jetzt eigentlich auch nicht. Links, rechts. Vollgas. Ah ne, da unten haben wir auch nochmal eine Etage. Guck mal da runter. Ja, kommen wir tatsächlich. Er lässt nicht sprechen. Chillt einfach auf der Bank. Lass es leben. Genau, hier haben wir noch einen Asari. Richtig. Hier haben wir einen Salarianer. Also das sind dann die beiden. Was wir da sehen, das ist die Statue eines Kroganers. Jetzt in einem DLC von Mass Effect nochmal, der auch nur sehr kurze, aber doch sehr lustige Rolle spielt. Sonst haben wir, glaube ich, keine Statue. Das war nur die Kroganer-Statue, oder? Okay. Ja, also. Hier lässt sich echt leben, würde ich sagen. Ah? Der wäre jetzt hier irgendwie. Aus, als ob er auf eine Nebenquest wartet. Eigentlich bin ich müde. Eigentlich brauche ich keinen Kaffee. Scheiße. Kaffee machen. Ah, wahrscheinlich gucken genau in dem Moment Zuschauer. Das wäre auch wieder scheiße. Deshalb ziehen wir das noch schön bis mindestens 18:15 Uhr. Vielleicht noch ein bisschen länger durch. Citadel Towers. Ich habe auch keinen Versuch mit denen zu reden, ne? Schade. Ja, teilweise glaube ich ganz interessant. Ja, jetzt könnte ich den Shuttle zum Beispiel nehmen. Ja, wieso nicht? Learning was ein bisschen und gehen jetzt erstmal zu der ganzen Council-Geschichte zurück. Ja, das ist doch auch eine Form von Aufzug.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
Notable people? Ist ja... Hätte ich ja ganz orange in meinem Anzug.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
Ich habe jetzt hier niemanden in der Nähe von dem Counter gesehen, aber ja, sie scheint doch sehr... Gut, dann
I should be going now.
Auch direkt wieder
Have
weiter.
a pleasant day.
Dann gehen wir direkt erstmal zum Presse da. Also wieder rechts hoch. Oh, hier. Hier war das nicht, ne? Oh, wir waren ja gerade bei den Elkhorn beim Volus und die haben ja gesagt, dass die Human Embassy direkt um die Ecke ist. Daher müsste das ja hier... Ach, nicht. Bin ich jetzt blöd? Nee, doch, das war hier, wo ich vorhin rauskam. Scheiße. Ja gut, dann ist natürlich doof. Hatten wir das nämlich alles schon? Dann gehen wir doch wirklich mal nach unten. Ja, ich bin jetzt gerade wirklich nicht unbedingt auf Kurs, was das aktuelle Quest ist. Aber es ist auch einfach... Ahnung, ich finde Mass Effect so ein Spiel, wo man eigentlich nie groß Blick in eine Questliste werfen muss, sondern einfach alles erkunden. Das ist echt die Devise hier in dem Spiel. Einfach alles erkunden, dann... Weil es gibt immer ein paar ganz coole Sachen hier zu entdecken. Auch wenn es einfach nur irgendwelche Dialoge ist, denen man zuhören kann, an die man vorbeiläuft oder sonst irgendwas, ist es halt. Das macht halt Mass Effect unter anderem aus. So, hier waren wir schon, Wo war denn gerade diese Shuttle-Stelle? Weil da ging es ja noch weiter. Ja genau, hier hatten wir ihn hier, wo ich dachte, es könnte vielleicht eine Quest geben, aber da ging es um. Können wir mal kennen. Also, was hätten wir? Das ist vielleicht die C-Sec-Geschichte? Direction. All Success. Okay, hier würde ich jetzt zu einem der Arme kommen, wahrscheinlich. Wollen wir jetzt noch nicht unbedingt. So, gehen wir mal weiter durch die Embassies hier. Council Ring.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Ah, jetzt können wir endlich mal einen mit einem von denen.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Ah, da ist auch sofort wieder die AI.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2.
Kann die uns
You
was
are
über die
standing
Keeper
near the
erzählen?
base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular relay monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Okay, jetzt habe ich einen von denen angesprochen. Bedeutet das jetzt, dass ich gleich im Knast lande? Weil das ist ja auch eine Form von Störung.
Tell me about the relay monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the relay monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the relay monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
What if someone has business with the council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
Oh, hier gibt's jetzt auch. Nochmal kurz über die Keeper.
I'd like to know more about the keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Any particular reason there are so many keepers in this area?
The keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
Ich stelle mir auch vor, da bist du gerade in einer hitzigen politischen Diskussion, dann kommt so ein kleiner Käfer da reingekrabbelt.
That's all
Läuft
for
einfach
now.
durch, don't mind me.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Oh, hier haben wir das Monument von einem dieser Mess. Sieht doch, finde ich, mal ganz nett aus. Also, ja.
Anyone else hear that low hum? Sounds like it's coming from that statue. Makes my teeth tingle.
You know, art doesn't normally do much for me, but that relay statue, I like.
Oder war auch die Rede von gegenüber von der Burg einer Asari irgendwas gewesen, wo ich eventuell einen Konflikt für den Elcor lösen könnte. Das wäre auch ganz nett. Den kannst du auch wieder nicht reden. Balavon. Ah! Nein, er wieder. Okay.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepherd. The tale of how you survived the great tragedy on Akuz is truly remarkable. I am amazed each time I hear it.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barlavon. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope you will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single strong community.
Yeah.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find down in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Eine komische Geschäfte dadurch führt in gesetzlichen Grauzonen. Aber na gut, ist dennoch auf jeden Fall sympathischer als der andere Bonus, den wir zuerst getroffen haben. Ah, da haben wir doch einen Hanar mal. Big stupid jellyfish.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder. Though please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Non-human armors? What? Kann nichts machen. Na, warte mal, hier haben wir noch. Später war. Auch wieder.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
So, was haben wir denn hier? Grenade Upgrade, Armor Upgrade. Command suit increases mass, providing protection against concussion from explosions, high impact armor. It's increased protection against radiation, gases and most of other toxins. Ja gut, Toxine haben wir jetzt eigentlich noch nicht so großartig mit zu tun. Ja, passt so. Also, da gebe ich mein Geld mal später raus. Mal wieder ein Keeper. Könnten wir wieder stören. Könnten dafür einen Knast landen. Unbedingt. Nicht da ganz freundlich, hier kann man da nicht hingehen.
Well, they've built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned.
Ah, da ist das Kroganer-Ding. Da wird Abina doch garantiert wieder was Tolles zu erzählen können.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni, then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using
Ich habe
Avina.
jetzt ein bisschen diese Probleme, dieses leichte Stottern, was ich auch letztes Mal hatte. Wenn ich jetzt mal
Pleasant day.
kurz hier save. Ich starte mal das Spiel neu. Ich denke mal, dann sollte es gleich wieder laufen. Also nochmal. So. Ja, läuft direkt wieder flüssiger. Also wahrscheinlich werde ich das Spiel wohl immer so einmal pro Stunde neu starten müssen. Diese Probleme gibt es irgendwie häufiger mal. Keine Ahnung, woran das liegt.
I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like
Bisschen
keepers offer
lauschen.
an
Überhaupt nicht auffällig.
Yeah,
Geht nur weiter.
everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
Big place.
Es scheint, als würde ich hier nicht die... Oder zumindest erstmal nicht diese Asari finden, um dem Elcor bei seinen Problemen helfen zu können. Gut, dann gehen wir wieder rüber. Gehen jetzt hoffentlich endlich mal in die Embassies, dass es jetzt mal richtig vorangeht hier. Ich weiß, heute ist ziemlich viel, vielleicht ein bisschen langweiliger einfach nur zuhören gewesen bei den ganzen Sachen, aber ich finde, das ist gerade beim Mass Effect auch wichtig, dass man wirklich einiges bei den Hintergründen mitbekommt, weil die halt auch hier schon relativ gut ausgearbeitet sind. Viele kleine Geschichten gibt und sollte man sich auf jeden Fall, es gehört auf jeden Fall zum Playthrough dazu, dass man sich das ansieht, das Ganze. So, jetzt, wo kommen wir hier hin? Dann kommen wir zu den Wards, dann kommen wir Seaside Academy, was? Machen wir jetzt nur zu der... Bucket. So, wo kommen wir denn hier oben jetzt mal raus? Das sieht doch mal nach einem Ort aus, wo ich bisher noch nicht war.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Oh, auch nicht schlecht. Military Jargon. Das ist eigentlich echt etwas, was man... So when ship's crew leaves the vessel, they are ashore. Though normally used regarding planets, it can refer to boarding a space station. away. The ship releases the equipment tethering to the station dock is away. Aye, ASAP, pronounce ASAP. Acronym as soon as possible, belay, stop, cease, bridge, blah blah blah, yeah, DC, damage control, CIC, Combat Information Center, EM, electronic countermeasure, EVA, extravehicular activity, extravehicular, length the side of military formation, FNG, speaking new guys, inexperienced personnel, Jenkins, ground side, helmsman, radar, blah 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 blah. Ja. Oh. Da war nochmal eine ganze Geschichtsstunde. 21:83, hey, ich war sogar richtig. Da steht wieder der Elfchor, da ist ein anderer. Okay, aber diese Räumlichkeiten haben mir jetzt überhaupt nichts gebracht. Hier nach draußen und hier komme ich nach.
This place seems strange. I wish there were more humans around.
Was ist los, you racist?
Don't believe the rumors. What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, Shayera's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I try Flux or Cora's Den.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
Commander disoriented Shepard. Ah,
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin, head of CSEC. It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel. Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot.
Danke
The Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
Im Prinzip schon, weil ich habe jetzt echt gesagt, mit dem echt keinen Bock mehr noch weiter zu labern.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
I'll be going now. Es ist der Satz von Shepard. So, was haben wir noch hier alles? Hier können wir Rosser Hacker spielen. So, geht doch. Diplomatic advisory warning. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of you shared light? Few understand us, fewer tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come, join us in the Hawking Ether cluster. Only as one body we can right the wrongs done To all kind. Okay, das klingt nach irgendeinem fanatischen, keine Ahnung was. Dürfte auf jeden Fall mal wieder eine kleine Sidequest sein. Wo gehen wir denn jetzt hin? Auf da. Aber manchmal spielt echt die Steuerung so ein bisschen. Jetzt haben wir doch eigentlich lange genug geguckt. Echt gerne. Ich müsste dann doch noch auf die andere Seite, weil ja doch diese eine Sari-Nische dauernd erwähnt wird. Nette, Entschuldigung, Dame, meine ich natürlich. Kannst du mich nicht nochmal eben schnell an die Seite bringen? So, Concert Chambers, das sollte uns jetzt auch helfen. Aha.
Welcome, I am Nelina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
Ja, auf dem ganzen Präsidium weiß jeder, wer ich bin. Also, bitte, da hab ich doch keinen Termin. Also, komm mal denn dahin.
Commander Shepard, with the Alliance Navy.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
Noch besser als zum Psychotherapeuten zu gehen.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
What do you do here, Nelina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
Okay.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nelina.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Mit der Klonarmee.
Yes, of course, mistress. Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
What does she want to see me for?
I don't know. You'll have to ask her yourself. Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
Da sind wir doch mal gespannt, was das jetzt geben wird.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you. You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Heißt nicht zufällig Jenkins, oder? Weil dann habe ich schlechte Nachrichten für dich, Mädchen. So, dann gucken wir mal, wer uns da so Tolles erwartet.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our Citadel.
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Cora's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
I don't make any promises, but I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Commander. That is all I can ask. Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
Hm?
Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients
Doch
waiting to see
mal
me.
interessant, nach einem interessanten Angebot. Sehen, ob wir da denn überhaupt widerstehen können. Gut, das war ja ein schnelles Meeting und dafür muss man sonst 3 bis 4 Monate warten. Alles klar.
Few are ever asked to aid Sha'ira. It's quite an honor.
What is the consort? What does she do?
Das hatten wir ja schon. Ja, bla bla bla.
Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
What do you know about the general?
He's been seeing the consort for longer than I can remember. Then one day, he stormed out of here furious. He hasn't been back since. He was always very respectful to the acolytes, very noble.
Wohl nicht, am Ende doch nicht mehr ganz so befriedigt.
I think I'm done here.
Weiter?
Of course. Come back anytime.
Wo war der Typ jetzt im Dingens denn? Was war denn hier? Consort Chambers, Emporium, Bank, Sec, das Lounge, das Office, Alcohol, der Tower. Das heißt, das ist jetzt quasi fast am... Kann man da nicht irgendwie Fast Travel Ding? Da habe ich jetzt keinen Bock drauf. Citadel Tower, nehmen wir doch mal. Das sollte es dann doch ein bisschen beschleunigen jetzt mal. Ah, doch, ja. Kommt mir doch sehr bekannt vor. Hirschbäume oder was?
Saren's hiding something.
Ach,
give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vakarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you. You don't want to keep the Council waiting.
War das? Vor allem, obwohl ich hier gleich noch eine Rede mit dem Council habe, ist hier doch ordentlich noch was los mit anderen Leuten. Also Privatsphäre ist ja auch nicht unbedingt. Außerdem, mal ganz ehrlich, was ist mit dem Licht kaputt, Leute? Normandy hier. Sonst haben wir hier aber auch, glaube ich, großer. Ja, man merkt, dass Mass Effect 1 noch nicht ganz so hardcore-linear ist wie die nachfolgenden Teile. Das Anderson. Aber Counselor, aber mit dem lässt sich auch nicht sprechen.
I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever attacked.
We sure have to climb a lot of stairs to reach the council. I think that's supposed to...
The hearing's already started. Come on.
Ja, Entschuldigung, dass ich mir ein bisschen Zeit gelassen habe. Kommt halt vor. Muss halt noch zu
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
Hier auch nochmal kurz der Hinweis, durchaus auch die Mass Effect Bücher lesen, weil dass Anderson und Saren sie auch schon ein bisschen länger kennen. Das wird da drin auch erwähnt, zumindest im ersten Buch.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Wieder? See, he hates us.
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
Counts sind manchmal einfach nur.
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
Was wieder. Irgendwie weiß ich nicht so.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
Yeah.
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Netter Vergleich. Entweder das würde jetzt bedeuten, wenn man Antworten plötzlich dann quasi sind.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago. But I saw how he operates. No conscience. No hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game, and the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics, doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Tell me about Barla Vaughn.
He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, specters. That's probably why the shadow broker uses him.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Shady wäre, was er da treibt. Er meinte schon, ja, wenn du mal meine Hilfe brauchst, bla bla bla. Ja. Jetzt, scheiß Timing, würde ich mal behaupten. Gut, dann laufen wir mal wieder 50.000 Treppen nach unten. Und ich denke, wir werden uns jetzt erstmal noch in diese Dingens da begeben, also in diese Bar. Und wahrscheinlich ist dann der Stream für heute auch dann etwa vorbei. Aber bis dahin machen wir. Weil da haben wir jetzt 2 Ziele. Wir müssen einmal für die eine Asarische da mit dem Trojaner sprechen und wir müssen da mit Harkett sprechen, um Garrus wieder zu.
Ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they take his word over ours.
Habt ihr was gesagt, Leute?
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with his Geth troopers.
That's politics, Chief.
I hate politics.
Was? War was? Nee. Der scheint bald so ruhig, na dann. Ja. Könnte das denn sein? Hatten wir das schon mal gefunden? Ich glaube nicht. Ach, Quatsch, warte mal. Nicht, was nicht in einem dieser Arme? Boards, genau. Guck mal, wir haben hier Little Tower. Ah! Guck mal. Office, bla bla bla. Ja, Rapid Transport Chambers, genau. Da Probium. Da ist Ballerborn dran. Vielleicht zum Emporium, okay. Sprechen wir doch erstmal mit ihm. Hier mal so ein das Schnellreiseding.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
Oh, genau das ist der Grund, weshalb man Erst nicht
Anyone else
mag.
hear that low hum? Sounds like it's coming from that statue. It's my teeth.
Moment, gehe ich jetzt gerade in die falsche Richtung? Nein, ich gehe jetzt richtig. Hier drin natürlich wie. Hier ist das Mittelmarsch. Hallo, hallo, da sind wir wieder.
Is there anything I can do for you today, Commander?
I've heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
I hear your information can be expensive.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune. But these are exceptional circumstances. So I am going to give it to you for free.
Och, das ist aber nett.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business until Saren turned on him.
Saren betrayed him. Imagine that.
No matter what you think of Saren, he's not stupid. He knows the Shadow Broker is a valuable ally. Turning on him doesn't make sense. Not unless something huge was at stake. I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
That's not much to go on.
I just told you that the most famous specter in the galaxy betrayed the Shadow Broker. quite a bargain, considering the price. Speak with the Krogan if you want to learn more. I heard he was paying a visit to Citadel security. If you hurry, you might catch him before he leaves the academy.
Isn't it strange that a Krogan would want to speak with Sisek?
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want to know more.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
Most people think I deal in finances, but my real currency is knowledge. I trade information, and it has made me very wealthy. But the Shadow Broker is the true master. Every day he buys and sells secrets that could topple governments, always giving them to the highest bidder. Yet somehow he never seems to upset the natural balance of power. All those secrets being passed around seem to even out. Nobody ends up with an advantage in the end.
Any guess what his identity might be?
I don't know. Nobody does. The Shadow Broker could be any race, any gender. I have a theory that it's actually an entire group working under one identity. How else could they juggle so many contacts at the same time? How else could they keep all that information from getting crossed? But they've got the perfect setup. Every government is forced to play their game so they don't get behind. But no matter how long you play, no matter how many secrets you buy, you can never win.
I thought you'd know more about the man you work for.
From time to time I come across information I sell to the Shadow Broker. That's my only involvement. I like it that way. The more you know, the more dangerous the game becomes. I don't like danger, Commander. I'll leave that to you.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
So, mit ihm haben wir gesprochen. Er führt uns jetzt auch weg. Aber das ist jetzt hier. Das wäre wieder erledigen. Okay, dann müssen wir jetzt den Wards. Und das würde wieder bedeuten, wir müssen uns mal... Gehen wir zu den Ward, okay. Zu Jorah's Den, da haben wir es doch. A gentleman.
That's him.
So, geh weg mit deiner fucking Granate, Alter. Fuck. Ja, das ist jetzt gerade ein bisschen ähnlich.
That's him.
Targets down.
Geht ja schon mal gut los. Was war das nochmal? War das X, C, F, E? Weiß ich nicht. Ja, aber auf jeden Fall Befehl und machen wir zu packen. Gut, ist auch nicht weiter wichtig, glaube ich. Hier draußen gab es eine Schießerei. Kein Jungs, alles klar. Gut. Dann gehen wir doch direkt mal rein.
I see why this place is so popular. It's got quite the view.
Hey, Lieutenant, put your tongue back in your mouth before you trip on it.
Ja. Also. Ja, Also dann, würde ich sagen, können wir uns doch mal eine Show, ne? Ich höre doch jetzt schon wieder den Feministen-Shitstorm hier. Und wenn ich so einen Shitstorm höre, dann wäre meine erste Reaktion darauf... Okay, das ist kein wirkliches Sit-Forward. Schade. Egal. Gut. Achso, das sind zwei Strecken.
I got business here, but not with you.
Herzlichen Glückwunsch, wir haben soeben den ersten Kroganer getroffen.
A million light years from where humanity began, and we walk into a bar filled with men drooling over half-naked women shaking their asses on a stage. I can't decide if that's funny or sad.
What? You don't think they're here because of the food?
Argument.
Not now. I'm watching the show. Commander. What do you want?
What's bothering you, General?
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
So if you feel that way, then why spread lies about her?
'Cause she rejected me! Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet!
Is she really worth it? There must be other women.
It's not just any woman I want. It's her, and her alone. Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
Ach, fuck.
You need to start acting like a general if you want to beat this.
I spent all my life acting like a general, and what did it get me? Huh? No. Those days are over. I'll just be what I am. A tired, lonely, worn-out soldier.
Do you really want to be remembered this way?
No, I'd rather not be remembered at all. But I see your point. So you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general?
I don't think it could hurt.
Huh. Maybe you're right, Commander. Shaira's worth the effort, even if she won't have me back.
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right, I'll go to her, after I've had a cold shower or two. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
Nein, ich wasch dich nicht.
What do you want me to do?
There's an L-Corps diplomat out there who believes Shaira gave up his secrets.
Why does he think that?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
What makes you think he'll believe me?
You'll bring him proof. Take this datapad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Shaira and convince the L-Corps.
Who am I taking it to, and where is he?
His name is Zoltan. He's an L-Corps diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Shaira.
Yeah.
Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander. You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
Hard to imagine a general like that getting so upset about it.
Level-Ups. Gut. Wir haben jetzt gerade ein Level-Up gehabt. Ich habe ja gesehen, dass wir noch ein bisschen. Und ja, das war mal. Oh, könnte auch ganz nützlich sein. Okay. Jetzt bei Sheriffs.
Woman.
That's because you don't understand women.
Huh?
Alliance military. I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel security. Biggest mistake of my life.
Harkin, right? I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian CSEC officer named Garrus.
Garrus? You must be one of Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard still trying to bring Saren down, eh? I know where Garrus is, but you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
Is there something I should know about the captain?
The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor, and then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
Der Broker die Information geholt.
Why'd they kick him out?
Have to ask him. I never heard any of the details. Bet it's a good story, though. The heroes fall. Classic tragedy.
You said they covered all this up. How'd you hear about it?
I spent 20 years working cases here on the Citadel. People on this station love to talk. Secrets are like herpes. If you got them, you might as well spread them around.
So langsam, was die ganzen Geheimniskrämerei und das Geheimnistour hier angeht, fühle ich mich echt ein bisschen in Game of Thrones versetzt gerade. Also von einem Littelfinger zum nächsten.
You're a pig.
Just noticed that now, did you?
Just tell me where Garrus went.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
How well do you know Captain Anderson?
Met him a few times over the years. One of those hardcore military guys. Yes, sir. No, sir. Can't have any fun with a stick up your ass, sir. That's probably why he climbed the Alliance ranks so fast. The military loves brown-nosers.
Ja, komm, den korrigieren wir da jetzt ab.
What's it like working for CSEC?
You mean, what was it like? The executors suspended me without pay. Recurring violations. CSEC was keeping a file on me. Can you believe that? Every mistake I ever made went into the books. Get a little rough with a suspect, note in the file. Have a couple of drinks on duty, note in the file. Skim a couple of credits off a drug bust, note in the file. It's a goddamn witch hunt.
What do you know about Garrus?
Damn hothead is what he is. Still figures he can save the world. Always bucking heads with the Executor. He'll pay for it soon enough. The Executor loves to put us lowly field agents in our place. Just look what happened to me.
Könnt ihr jetzt die ganze Zeit verbessern? Ich habe einfach keinen Bock drauf. Ich meine, hat seine Gründe.
I'm out of here.
Doch gut.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
Ja, dann haben wir hier eigentlich schon fast alles erledigt.
The back rooms are private, reserved for Fist and his friends.
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
Goodbye.
Enjoy the club.
Will nicht wissen, wie er sich diesen Namen verdient hat. Ich habe allerdings bei dem Club das Gefühl, es hat weniger was mit zu tun, dass er ein guter Schläger ist, sondern...
Maybe it's not true. Parkin's an ass. Bet he's just messing with our heads.
Gut, sind wir schon mal wieder zu blöd, durch die Tür zu gehen? Ja gut, dann haben wir jetzt, glaube ich, direkt hier wieder Rapid Travel Gedöns. Ward Locations, Med Clinic. Wollte ich nicht eigentlich hier nach Schluss machen? Na gut, okay, Med Clinic. Ich will Garrus finden. Garrus ist halt eine coole Sau. War noch mal einen kleinen draußen, ne? Hätte man vielleicht etwas hochauflösender malen oder rendern können. Aber...
That your professional opinion, sir?
This isn't a station. It's a city.
There must be millions here. It can't be possible to track everyone coming and going.
This makes Jump Zero look like a porta-john, and it's the largest deep space station the Alliance has.
Jump Zero is big, but this is a whole nother scale. Look at the ward arms. How do they keep all that mass from flying apart?
The council represents more races than I thought. No wonder they're careful with newcomers.
They probably just want to keep everything running. It has to be hard keeping all these cultures working together.
Or maybe they just don't like humans.
What's not to like? Oh boy, ich hab da mal eine Liste. Aber gut.
Why not? We've got oceans, beautiful women, this emotion called love. According to the old vids, we have everything they want.
If you expect to get me in a tinfoil miniskirt and thigh-high boots, I want dinner first. Sir.
That will be enough, Chief.
At ease, Lieutenant. I can't see her in a skirt anyway.
Damn straight you can't.
Ready to move out, sir.
Na, die ist aber doch jetzt sehr leicht gerade
Commander Shepard?
Richtung.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard!
Emily Wong, okay.
I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
You've got to have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you. According to your file, you survived back on Akuz when everyone else in your squad got killed. If anyone can find the worst elements of the Citadel and live to tell about it, it's you.
How do you know I'm investigating anything here on the Citadel?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. Word gets around.
Sounds like a good cause. If I find any information, it's yours.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
Warum haust du jetzt ab? Ich finde dich doch nie wieder. Jetzt ist hier nichts los. Mal hier. Garrus, wo bist du?
I don't think you bought this here. I don't sell this model.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you going to give me a refund or not?
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry then. I can't help you.
But, what do you...
Can't help you.
Wie wär's mit Nein?
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
Oh, natürlich.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies.
So, das war ja 5-Sterne-Review.
Will you be needing supplies?
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
And something way too expensive. Cypher Tool, Volus, meine Future Person. Achso, das ist wieder. Ja, ich meine, das sind alles Sachen, die wir uns früher oder später mal irgendwann holen. Aber.
Welcome back, Earth Clan. Will you be?
What colonies are you talking about?
Oh, my mistake, Earth Clan. I assumed. It doesn't matter. Pharos? Noveria? Well, if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm sure you will soon. But it doesn't matter where you hail from. My goods are available to all.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
The corporate capital of the Attican Traverse. Very cold. Very snowy. I don't get too many clients from there. They all have their own private suppliers.
I'd like to know more about Pharos.
It's an old Prothean world. Their buildings still litter the surface. The humans aren't the first to colonize it, but they are the most recent. I just realized I haven't heard from my contact on that planet for some time. Ah, well, I'm sure he's fine.
I should be going.
Sure he's not.
As you say, Earthclan.
Is that really? Wow, it's you.
Oh nein. Ah. Okay.
You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
They say a lot of things. I was too busy killing them to count.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Ich sag jetzt mal. Ja.
Here you go.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again!
Das wird, glaube ich, noch ein Nachspiel haben.
You think it's expensive to live here?
Ist das nicht eine Klinik oder so ein Scheiß?
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
Bin ich jetzt wieder draußen oder was? Was? Ich muss doch noch einen Blick auf die Map werfen, glaube ich. Dran vorbeigerannt oder was? Ja gut, dann gehen wir nochmal eine kleine Nebenstraße entlang. Auf. Zeit für den Shepherd Dance.
Hey, good to see another human in here.
If we weren't on duty, I'd have to show you some of my dance moves. Sir.
Kann ich jetzt hier gar nicht tanzen? Commander Shepard, ich möchte tanzen.
I'm waiting for someone else.
Oh Gott. 20 credits to play. Get close to 20 without going over. Ah, Blackjack, alles klar. Pay out 14 or less, 0 credits. 15. No, no more 0 credits. Also ist es irgendwie relativ wenig, was man da gewinnen kann. Machen wir eine Runde. Ja. Okay, eine Runde machen wir noch. Jetzt aber auch. Was? Ja, gut. Ist aber jetzt auf Risiko gehen. Ah. Ey, voll gut und so. geht von normal High Stakes out. Suspicious gambling.
I think somebody rigged this machine to funnel credits through the system. Let me trace the signal. Drinks and dancing down below, gambling up above. Good place to blow off some steam.
Oh, hier war High Stakes. 200 credits. Oh shit. Okay. Könnte sich das tatsächlich irgendwie lohnen. Ach, das war ja jetzt. Jetzt kommt nochmal richtig hier. Ja. Ich auf der sicheren Seite und sollte auf jeden Fall. Payout 250. Yay. Naja, hat sich jetzt nicht wirklich gelohnt, würde ich behaupten. Nochmal High Stake. Also, ja gut, okay, das sind die Spielmaschinen hier.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. See, she worked for Doran before she left to... Ugh, sorry. I don't want to bore you with my problems.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, okay. My sister Jenna left here to go work at Cora's Den. The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSEC. You know, eavesdropping on the people there. If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
Being an informant is a dangerous job.
That's what I've been telling her. I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just to spite me.
Do you know who her contact at CSEC is?
No. It's all very secret. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand just how dangerous Cora's Den is.
Would you? That'd be great. Just don't tell her I sent you. Well, I should get back to work before I get in trouble.
Dangerous enough.
Thanks.
Auf Deutsch.
Welcome to Flux. Name's Doran.
Genug, dass
What can I do for you?
Bevor direkt eine Schießerei starten kann und es da drin einfach keine so interessiert, wie es scheint.
Is this a casino?
Among other things, yes. We've got some quasar stations, if you're interested.
What can you tell me about the sisters working for you?
Well, Jenna left to work at Cora's Den. Not much chance Jenna will change her mind, though. She's a stubborn one. If she wanted to come back, I'd take her in a second. The customers loved her.
Are you the owner?
Owner, cook, and bartender. I've even been known to dance a little when the mood strikes me. We've got some quasar stations, if you're interested.
Goodbye.
Enjoy your time here at Flux.
Warum kann ich jetzt nicht tanzen? Alter. Mein Name ist Kroganer, Shepard und ich will tanzen.
Too many lights, too much noise.
A lot of traffic here. How fast do you think those cars are going?
Oh, fuck it. Dann ein andermal. Ich jetzt so in der Klinik so ein Stückchen weiter.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear!
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you?
Let her go!
Headshot, voll ins Knie. Nur irgendwie ein bisschen da drüber.
I smell trouble.
Junge.
Area secured.
Ja, ich glaube, der ist nicht mehr allzu gesund.
Not really my kind of place, but there sure are some spectacular views here.
Naja, als er ist ja schon despawn. So, Mr. Vakarian. Der Vakarian, let's...
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
What were you thinking? You could have hit the hostage.
There wasn't time to think. I just reacted. I didn't mean to... Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
I know those men threatened you, but if you tell us who they work for, we can protect you.
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
Does this have anything to do with the investigation into Saren?
I think it might. Dr. Michelle, tell us what happened.
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Where is she now?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
What else can you tell me about the Quarian?
I'm not sure. Like I said, she wanted to trade information for a place to hide. She didn't... Wait a minute. Geth. Her information had something to do with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Wrex to take him out.
Yeah, we heard about him.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the CSEC Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Wrex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the academy before he leaves.
Move out.
Ach, jetzt können wir endlich mal eine Crew hier auswählen. Deshalb nehmen wir auf jeden Fall Garrus mit und ich würde sagen, Kane, weil einfach. Also er Text. Ash bleibt halt erstmal weg und ja. Na gut, okay, ich glaube, Punkte wir jetzt eigentlich auch Schluss machen. Speichern nochmal sicherheitshalber. Ja, das war der zweite Teil von Mass Effect 1. 1, Teil 2, ja. Gut, ich weiß, bei den Streams kann ich eigentlich gar nicht mehr so viel sagen. Also ja doch sehr dialoglastig sind, da werden wir jetzt auch nicht zwischenquatschen. Ja, falls es noch irgendjemand in einem YouTube oder sehen soll, hoffe ich, derjenige hatte dann Spaß damit und ja, dann bis zum nächsten Mal. Heute Abend gibt es dann nochmal ein bisschen Multiplayer-Action in PUBG oder Rainbow Six Siege. Das von beiden werden wir jetzt noch gucken. Haben da so 1-2 Stündchen. Und ja, das war's dann erstmal für Mass Effect